Hey, welcome to my channel, Multilingual Jamaican. I wanted to tell you guys a little bit about it's like a big secret when you're going to live abroad. And so this channel, if you haven't seen it before, is going to be about different languages that I speak or just learning languages in general, and also about going overseas because, why learn a new language if you're only going to stay in your own country, right? Might as well go and see what people do over there. So anywho, today is a little bit, it's kind of awkward, but especially because it's like a, man, kind of disappointing feeling in my heart whenever I think about it, because I've been angry overseas sometimes. You get into arguments with people and you're like, oh, I could just, but you can't. Okay, like you don't, no one will catch these hands overseas because they can't. Like, really, legally, you should not let anyone catch your hands. Hands, bows, shoulders, nothing. Okay. What I want to say is a lot of times it's illegal to put your hands on the local people. Yep, that's right. You can be smacked up all the way, completely. But if you put your hands on other people, what are these hands? Sho, te, son. If they are on other people, the local people, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. So if you have some type of anger management, and I know we're adults and whatnot, but sometimes you get angry, okay? People get angry and other people hit you first. That'll be the thing. There's been a lot of cases where a local person started a fight. Sometimes these are taking place at, your bars or whatever. So I understand drinking is involved. You should not drink to be drunk. You should not drink to be drunk. Go ahead, be merry. Drink and be merry, but don't get drunk. If somebody is hitting you, and there was a really big case in China, what was that, 2-3 years ago? I think he just got released 3 years ago, maybe 2. Anywho, we fought for that guy because he had not started the fight. However, he did end the fight, and that was part of what put him in jail. Okay, put him in jail because he was being really beaten by somebody. I think they had crushed a beer bottle and everything. Like, they're ready to go, and they put in their blows and whatnot, but the police wasn't having that. Even the courts, they made him sit. Actually, he didn't even have a trial for a while. He was just sitting there and waiting, and everyone was like, you can see the video because there's cameras all over the place. Security cameras usually catch everything. Now, whether they'll be admissible or whatnot, or even considered, is a whole nother thing. But they are there. So if you are assaulted in a foreign country, well, I guess that's something you'll have to check. Do they usually have cameras? I will tell you now, China's got them all over the place. They will face recognition you and everything, and I'm pretty sure they do it probably with better accuracy than the US. I don't know. The US has this whole bias, but we won't talk about it. And South Korea, they definitely have them. I will tell you one thing that happened to me in China is that somebody stole my phone. Brand new phone. They stole it. But where I was positioned I was in McDonald's. I was positioned there, my table. You can clearly see the line of what could have happened. You could have probably seen face, body, everything. It probably would have shown you pimples or anything, right? That's how good of a line of sight the camera had. But they were like, oh, the cameras were broken. Oh, I hear that too. Even if they're outside of a shop, oh man, somebody got to that. So a friend of mine told me, a Shanghainese guy, he was like, oh, well, sometimes depending on which group, which gang is committing the crimes at that time, they might cut the security from there. They literally might do extra illegal things in order to continue their illegal activity. So you want to be careful of that. But There's another case of somebody who was very angry at a woman and she slapped her. And she did not go to jail to my knowledge, but she was deported because and it was just, just a slap. She didn't get into a full on fist fight and all those things, but Papa got her back into her own country. So you want to be careful of that. In South Korea, these things they try to make things more of like a kind of balance, but it's still going to be a little bit imbalanced because you're not one of their citizens. And to be honest, I mean, if you are not a citizen of a country, I guess it's kind of like if this is my house and my children are fighting, no problem. But if you come into my house and then you start fighting with my children, I'm putting you out. I can't put my own kids out. That would be ridiculous. So you need to think of it like that and make sure that while it may be irking and, like I said, disheartening, disappointing, all the jazz, it's the way that things go. I'm not sure about other countries. Make sure to check whichever country you're going to. If you're going to study and you're a student, I know students can be a little bit hot sometimes. I've kind of held some people back, like, whoa, calm down. We don't want to do this here, not here, with all these eyes and everything, right? So you want to be careful of that, and you want to go and enjoy the land. Take deep breaths, drink some tea, drink hot water, and enjoy your life. Just enjoy your life and your trip. Don't make it so that you're in any trouble. Try not to help anybody who's in trouble because you don't want them throwing you into their mess and then you be the one that has to be deported. And deportation rules are different. So sometimes you can go back to a country in a certain amount of time. It really depends. But do you really want to risk it? I don't know. Anywho, if you like this, then go ahead and hit the like button and share it with somebody. If they are going overseas, share it with somebody. If they are known to have a bit of a temper and they're planning to go overseas, or even if they already are overseas, just a reminder, they can deport you. Okay, and then you can check the links in the description box because I want people to learn more languages and also keep going and studying abroad. So, see you next time. Have fun.